the years combine.
Look at everything.
Then melt into a dream.
What's all that funky stuff?
Broken angel sings from a guitar. In the end, there's just a song.
It's the end of the year. We got 2 minutes to go, Phil.
Okay.
Who's crying like the wind. Through all the broken.
Who's listening right now?
Right now, Facebook Live, man. I don't know. I can check over here and look at this.
I gotta watch it.
My screen looks like Phil every night when I'm trying to do this. People I liked it. I'm the first one here. I'll be the first to comment. I'm the first to comment. I'm playing this. I'm actually like watching the show while we're doing the show.
You're funny. Someone watching.
I'm not something. I don't know what I am.
There's nothing left to see. It's just the pavement left and broken dreams.
It's almost that time. Are you ready? Are you ready, Phil? Are you prepared tonight?
No.
Bring your notes.
Oh yeah.
In the end, there's still that song.
I know what time it is, folks. I know what time it is. It's 4 o'clock on a Friday, December 31st, which would happen to be New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year!
Here we go, folks. Here we come. I think we're going to see some friends in the zone tonight. At least, I know I'm going to get to see my good friend Phil, that's for sure. What's up, Phil? How are you, buddy?
Hi, John. Happy New Year Eve.
New Year's Eve, yeah. The day before the
next,
the next days.
Hey, chickens.
Yeah, so it starts off slow, folks. We promise that it'll probably end off slow, too. But in the middle, there's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm glad you're here. And it's like a heartbeat. There's nothing, and it's doom, doom, and then nothing again. So that's our show in a nutshell. Brooklyn Meadows is checking in right away. The first on the list is Brooklyn Meadows today. You know Brooklyn.
Hi, Brooklyn. Yes, I got
one of our fellow painters in this whole society.
Yeah, I have a couple pieces for artwork here. Yes. Hi, Brooklyn.
I have a Brooklyn piece. Actually, we have it hanging up in the living room. One of our favorite little Brooklyn pieces. It looks like a beach scene almost. It's real nice. So she
Very
says
nice.
hi back. It's good to see her. So I guess we got to be cool now. Brooklyn's watching, so we have to do a good job. You know, we got to do our best. But anyways.
No. Well, at the beginning, give us 7 minutes or yeah.
At the beginning of what, the show? 89 weeks in a row, folks. 89 weeks since we started this. We started this a long time ago, back in about 25 years ago, it feels like now.
Well, it's over a year.
It's almost 2 years. So we started it in the beginning of it. Well, in March.
I think
it
looks like we're going to go.
Start like in April or May. I don't remember. Anyway, we started in the beginning of all the. Hey, and Mr. Meds is there too. Our good friend Josh Meds is out there too. That's always good.
Hey, Josh.
Out there enjoying the artwork and being part of what we do. And there's Easton Bishop. You know, you say the devil's name and he appears. Right as you say his name.
I just brought up your name right before the show. What's up,
Easton? Talking about you, Easton. We're hoping you're doing okay out there, buddy. Looking out. I suppose as best we can. You know.
Yeah, it's a nice night out there. It's getting to turn a little windy.
So it's like 56 degrees or 60 degrees here today. It's real nice outside.
It was warm. I'm waiting for the snow. If it's gonna snow, let us get hit where I live in Aurora, man. Let us get snowed. I don't want the 4. Give us 8 or 10. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Let the dog run around the backyard, and yeah, it's cool. And let the snow plow people make money, and if you know.
Just wanted to show Marshall that I got his message. Marshall, I'm on the show right now.
Who? Marshall Tucker?
Yeah,
Marshall Crenshaw?
Marshall Tucker Band is trying to get a hold of me.
Marshall Crenshaw?
Sorry, I had to work. Okay, that was we can write this off now. That was a work meeting. I just had that's my work. That's what my work looks like, folks. So take your kids to work day. It's like I look at my phone, I read something, I go okay, I make a decision, and I type on this device, and then they get excited and they come back and they realize that we're doing the show. But it's okay. Marshall Ingrassi is from the band Stone Sugar Shakedown over in the Alton area. Very good band. Saw them do a Grateful Dead cover set last summer. It was really good over in Alton. An event that Phil didn't go to. He had another event that he had to do, and it was
Well, that sounds like I was supposed to, but are you mad now?
No, I'm not mad. No, because after the fact, you wouldn't have had a good time there anyway. It would have been a pain in your butt. And that's all I'll say about that for right now.
Well, yeah, you live in a different hemisphere than I do. You're
dimension
way down there.
I live on a different alternate reality to my own reality. You said listen, before the show you said, let's get really loaded tonight before the show, let's do this. And so now, you got to deal with me all night.
Do you want to start with one of those?
That's fine.
Drinks?
I'll have
Amy too.
I'm gonna have a cannabis drink. We're gonna stone cold taste test a cannabis drink. That's the first thing we're doing tonight. Before 5
cannabis drink. Can't remember. Cannabis drink.
We're gonna test the cannabis drink, and then our guest will be in about 4:30. Our guest tonight is John Lacey, a fellow who kind of goes by the name of Honest John. He does around the times of COVID, he was doing a whole bunch of Grateful Dead covers and sharing them everywhere on Facebook. So we're gonna have him on the show tonight.
Where's mine? Hey, Amy, where's mine?
Frank, what you want is canna.
I want it. Amy. Yeah.
So
on ice?
Let's talk about Christmas for just a second, because it was Christmas last week, man. And I got my brother got me some smokes. He got me some Lowell smokes, which is this really nice packaging. It's got a magnet. It opens up and a drawer slides out. And then the drawer has a picture of a billy goat on it.
Oh, Scooby.
Oh, yeah. There's a giant Scooby, too. He's going to be on the show from now on. He's part of that show now.
Look at him. He's right there, right behind, right.
Yeah.
Scooby's like, yeah, they got me a blanket.
But it has, it has inside of it, there was some a little picture of Billy Goat, which you open up, and inside that are a whole bunch of doobies.
Ooh.
He gave this to me in front of my dad, which now I think it's okay. But
that's the dude from the Ouija board. That horned goat. Yeah.
So and on here, look at this. There's like a little door that opens up here, which you'll dig. And inside there, if you can see, are matches. And then on top of the box is a striker plate for matches. Okay, magnet, all that stuff.
Why would you? You better put it on the shelf and save it forever.
Well, I already smoked all the joints except for one. But you can roll your own joints and put it back in there and use it like
it's pretty cool.
Pack, yeah. So and then I also got this cannabis drink, which we're gonna open now on the show. It's called CANN Cannabis Infused Social Tonic. Hi, boy. Oh, okay. Blood orange cardamom. What's a cardamom, Phil? Tell them what a cardamom is.
It's a spice. You put it in certain. I think you could put in Indian food. I do believe. It's in chilies. It's a spice.
It's got a psst to it, but then it's got this weird. I don't want to drink that. What's that? Okay, maybe this whole thing comes off. Nope. Oh, whoa.
See, if you wrote Amazon, it probably could be here in 4 hours.
It pops open, and then this slides open, and then you drink out of it where it slid open at. There's a hole where the pop comes out of, or the cannabis-infused seltzer water, I think it's called.
Oh, I hope it doesn't taste like seltzer.
Huh.
Smells citrusy. Let's taste it now. You watch my face. I've never tasted it before.
We don't drink that kind of stuff. And you get them from a hemp shop. You don't get them from a liquor store, right?
It tastes pretty good. It's almost like a lime soda. It's pretty good.
Can you drink a whole thing by yourself, or do you split
find out on the show tonight?
Holy cow! You're gonna get wasted, man.
Well, what is it? What day is it? It's not like it's.
You know what date it is? Look at I got my watch.
Oh, nice. You can almost see it.
Oh man!
You take it off and hand it to me. I'll check out the value of it.
No way.
Too bad.
It's not bad. No, it's not totally seltzer. It's kind of watery.
Anyway, I got a beautiful watch. Really,
cannabis drink, pretty delicious. I'd probably drink the other one if Amy doesn't like it.
I gotta.
But a lot of time, times have changed, because you think that whenever we were kids, we used to sneak out after Christmas presents and go hike up the mountain and smoke a little reefer and then come back home giggling, But now, around the Christmas tree, my brother just hands me joints, and we all laugh. And I didn't smoke any right there, but we smoked one on the back porch. So
I didn't do that when I was a kid.
So I think it's almost time.
When I was a kid, I used to throw snowballs at buses on the road and go skeeching down the road.
I remember that. Is it too late for me already? I can't find the right button to push. I keep pushing the wrong button, folks. It's not supposed to go. That's not what's supposed to happen. It's supposed to go like this. Let's do 5 records, Phil. Before I forget what we're doing here.
We're doing 5
records tonight on New Year's Eve?
Sure.
I'm doing a history lesson of mine tonight. A history lesson of the decades.
Okay. I'm pretty much going with old school rock and roll that I was listening to today, and I kind of picked out some that were.
All right. I got 5-1 on the. He's got. Okay, folks. I'm gonna take 5-1 bets right now that one of his records is Allman Brothers.
Ha! You're wrong. $50.
It's okay. All right.
I got to pull it out and switch.
Everybody who's checking in, thanks for checking in so far. Easton Bishop, Alex Smith, Joe Griffin, Tom Dean, everybody. Good to see everybody out there. Brooke Meadows, Jeff Blackmon. Stay tuned. We got a heck of a show tonight. We're doing 5 records right now. If you're just tuning in, I was just spacing out. So now, Phil, it's up to you to finish the show. Okay, no, you show a record. Show a record.
Who's up? Me?
Yeah, you're number 1.
Oh, we're gonna go with Black Sabbath. We sold our soul for rock and roll. It's the greatest hits. Great insert cover. Just high quality.
What's your favorite track?
On this one, War Pigs is one of my favorite songs. Paranoid.
Those aren't all bad.
Sweet Leaf, Children of the Grave. They're just a very great. They were a tight 4-piece band, and I really enjoyed. They were really good, and Sweet Leaf is a good one. Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, Bill Ward, Ozzy.
Giza. I love Giza Butler. Okay, so if I'm going to go way back to a New Year's Eve many years ago, when there were there were some automobiles, but people got around by train. And I started off my show tonight, my thing with the Royal Hudson, just an album of train sounds. And you can get an album for like any kind of train you can imagine. They were like certain trains had different sounds and different locomotives from different time periods, and it's just recordings of the trains. So this starts off like before rock and roll, when they used to record trains, man, because there was no rock and roll yet. Johnny B. Good was still sitting on the hill by the railroad tracks, and he hadn't recorded the record yet. So this is the album that Johnny B. Good was listening to when he was proverbially sitting on the hill, Okay. So
he was sitting on the railroad tracks there, John. Now he's smashed.
No, that's a peanut.
Oh, that's how they made peanut butter. Yes.
All right.
We're gonna go with. I love the band Genesis. This is a Yankee Fox called Foxtrot. It's this is with Peter Gabriel and Phil Collins, and 2 of my favorite songs by Genesis, Supper's Ready and Watcher of the Skies. Killer songs by Genesis. Big fans of Genesis.
Hey, Chad Ing got in just in time.
Hey, Chad.
So we're moving up now past the 1910s, 1915s, and we're getting into something that was really awesome. It was the Roaring '20s. It's probably the cause for the Great Depression and everything else that happened at the end of the '20s, the war and all that stuff. But I think this is kind of a cool album. Throwback to '20s music, like the best of the '20s soundtrack. Cool. I love the like black and white illustrations.
Hey, I like those. Yeah, that was.
They always be just one black and white drawing kind of on the back of it.
Yeah,
What's going
I
on?
like.
It's funny. There's somebody's like robbing somebody, or they're not. The band's there,
Yeah,
and it's a cool picture. The Roaring 20s. So that's what the 20s. 19 and in 1920 something or other, New Year's Eve, people were kicking it, man. They were having a good time.
they were having fondues and putting
Kristen Glenn McGlass and Missy May Porter. Everybody's checking in tonight. We're getting all the check-ins. Stick around. We got musical guests tonight and everything. It's gonna be fun. Phil's gonna show another record. Woohoo!
Woohoo. Am I
You're up, buddy.
okay? We're gonna go with the Rolling Stones. We're gonna go with Hot Rocks and the best of great songs. Whoa, I'm just one flying. I don't know how many songs, but they're underrated.
You ever heard that John
Get up.
Hartford song? Don't
I'm
leave
sorry.
your records on the floor.
Yeah. No, don't leave them in the sun.
True.
Yeah.
That was a test.
Yeah. So many great songs. Sorry about that. Yeah. But Rolling Stones, very underrated. They played a couple songs this morning on a radio station, but very good, great band.
You can plug the radio. I love the Stones, man. They're great. They're the old time. They're the rockers for sure. And it looked like a nice copy, Chad said. He said looks, but he should have put looked because it's on the floor now.
Yeah, looked. Yeah,
But now we're moving forward. I think you're going to like this one because it's the swinging 30s. And because in the 1930s, it was past the Great Depression, but they still had to have music. People were having a good time, but they needed more kinds of entertainment after the Great Depression because everybody was depressed. So they needed something on the cover that would make people excited. So they used this for the cover of the swinging 30s. Are you watching? This is for you, okay? So the swinging 30s, woohoo! The swinging 30s. The 20s. Everybody talks about the roaring 20s, but you never hear people say, "Oh, remember the swinging 30s? They were so fun."
How in the hell? I ain't that old, Jack.
You remember, like when you were a little kid, like 1930s, these bands were coming out.
Hey, man.
You're right. It's in true stereo though.
I am old.
1930s. So we're moving forward in time. We started with trains.
Yeah.
Then we got to the roaring
I'd want to live in the 50s, maybe the early 60s.
Swinging 30s,
50s, early 60s. All right, am I
Go
up?
ahead. Yeah, you're up.
My favorite band, I got to just play it. Whole Lot of Love, one of the greatest songs. I heard that today. John Bonham, Whole Lot of Love. Just a killer album. They only had 7, Led Zeppelin. Whole Lot of Love.
Dave Fry, Amanda Peel. We getting everybody checking in tonight.
Hey, David Fry.
All the people that are on here.
Shine on, Mr. Stillshine.
Wonderful.
Hey, Big Daddy.
So what was that record that you just showed? What's your favorite track on that album?
Whole Lot of
Led Zeppelin 2.
Breaker. Moby Dick's on here. They go flat again.
For me, it's always been what is and what should never be.
What should never be.
Such a good song.
You can't go wrong. I mean, but like I said, I'm a huge. Just if you put on both sides, there's like 4 songs on each side, and you go, all right, sorry.
Once you start liking Led Zeppelin, it's hard to not like everything that they've ever done.
Yeah, I mean, and it's limited, really limited.
So does everybody remember where we were at? It was the 1930s, and then there was the 1940s where people were starting to get freaked out, and they were starting to believe things they heard on the radio, and they were
By the time we get to the 20, okay, good.
I still more else get with you. Now you got in 1947, somebody saw something.
Tired of waiting for you.
Or the world on the radio. People started to get worried about life, and they didn't listen to the radio too much, and it was like they were sucked in, and the story wasn't even real, but people believed it was real, and they freaked out. And ever since that day, people have been seeing aliens everywhere, man. And it was because of this album, I'm pretty sure. And this was actually in the late 30s, mid 30s, but when it happened. But it was a guy named Orson Welles, if you ever heard of him. Nice guy.
Yes.
A friend of mine, Uncle Orson, we used to call him. No, it was Mork from Orson.
Mork from Mork?
Mork calling Orson, sorry. All right, go on. I botched the joke. Sorry, writers. Tom Harmon's our underwriter.
We're going to go with, we just heard it right before the show, is the Kinks. But early Kinks. They're very punky, edgy brothers, Ray and yeah,
Davies, right?
yeah, Ray Davis.
He used to
Yeah.
live down the street from me.
Well,
It was
yeah.
right down the street from us, the Davies clan that we called them. They were horrible.
Tired of waiting for you. Yeah. Great band, the Kinks. The Kinks.
What were their kinks, do you think? What
What's
were their
that?
kinks?
What were their Kinks? They were mod English, great musicians, and hey.
So the world's going crazy, right? And then you got like the
Oh, it's going crazy.
and everybody
Just like
listened to
Ray
radio.
Davies' brother did a little bit. I guess he
On the
went a little
radio, they
off
listened to War
kilter.
of the Worlds, and they were like, they were freaked out, you know. And
It's
everybody
going
started
12 monkeys. I told you. I
like
told
the
you.
late '60s, you had like people start smoking a lot of dope, you know, and they were smoking a lot of pot, you know, and then
We're
what
smoking
happens
more
after
now.
that? You know, after that, you got this, and we all mellowed out for a while, man. John Denver's greatest hits. It was like the
They
70s.
got him, a country boy.
That's right. Thank God I'm a country boy. That might be one of the best songs of all time, man. Thank God I'm a country boy. When they ask me that question someday, I'm gonna say that song because I was like, I got cakes on the griddle at home. I want to be a country boy. I had a fiddle at the time, but I wasn't like, you know, no, I would not yet. But soon I need a fiddle. So if you got a fiddle, send me a fiddle. Anyway, that's 5 records with John and Phil. I think it is 419. So get prepped.
419 a minute.
Drink can of drinks.
Cannabis drinks. I'm having a.
And Lowell Smokes. Our 420 sponsor for this week is Lowell Smokes. The Billy Goat cigarettes.
Low.
I gotta show you the little cigarette that came with because I see there's the Billy Goat. And then here's the one. Look at this. It's got like a filter and it's pretty neat. Maybe it's a machine, I have a feeling. Anyway, it's 420, folks, almost. Oh shit, no, I preempted it. Hate when I do that. Are you frozen? Oh, the FCC got a hold of Phil. He's gonna be back in a second, folks. But we're gonna take a quick break for station identification and banjo. We're gonna bring our friend John Lacey out in a few minutes, so stick around. We've got music. And Phil will be back in a minute. He might even disappear for a second, but he'll come back. And we hope that everybody's having a good time out there. We just put the show out in the world, give it a share. Share it to your friends when they say click subscribe, all that stuff, whatever, you know, like the kids say. I'm not going to say that stuff, but share it if you can, you know, share it if you care, share it if you dare. I'm going to share it to the Phil and Jon Zone, because people there should know. And I think I'll share it to, that's where I'll share it for now. I mean, if you want to share, give it a share. If you care. Ooh, he was quick this time. You got that turnaround figured out, Phil. It's 420, folks. It's 420. Celebrate the 420th. You're muted, buddy. He's cussing. We'll unmute him in a second here. It's okay. It's okay. It wasn't me. You're back. You look great.
It usually, you know what? It usually is you because I'm not touching Jack Dooley's shit.
You think I've got 17?
But anyway, happy New Year's, everybody. Hope everybody had whoever's watching had a great holiday. Time off from work. Everybody health's okay out there. Whoever's watching, have a good New Year. Be safe. All my musician friends, keep jamming. I can't wait to see you.
Everybody should share it.
Take care of your animals. Take care of your kids. Take care of yourselves.
All right. My grandma taught me how to share, so I just did a bunch of sharing for everybody's sake so they could see it shared. I think that makes people feel happy. Pardon me. All right. I have smoked enough. All right. 420.
It's to,
I'll stick with the cannabis drink, folks. I have to remember that I'm drinking tonight, so by the time we get to the alphabet game, I start painting just randomly.
alphabet game, yeah. Oh boy. Here's to Betty White. Here's to John Madden. Here's to Jeff Dickerson, sports guy out of Chicago. 44. That's the way this Jeff Dickerson. Cheers to Jeff Dickerson. That's all I gotta say.
So 2021 was a hard year. We lost a few people during 2021 as part of the
I know, but just happened really recent. It was pretty weird. So anyway, just happened. Yeah.
Keep talking. I gotta do some technical stuff on this end.
Don't lose. Yeah. I started looking at some of that, what happened, but it was just recent. Hope to see everybody at Got some activities throughout the spring and summer. Spring, everybody do what they have to do to drink your orange juice, uh, eat healthy, jog,
That's not
stay
good.
at home, watch a movie.
I thought you were
What?
gonna tell a joke.
I told you that after 89 weeks, I don't tell jokes. What don't you get?
I'm gonna put you on Molly Cook's mailing list for jokes.
No.
He's trying again to get in. He's having a hard time getting in.
No, I told you should. We have $7.50 in the kitty. You can pay for a comedian once in a while.
I don't know. You know why geese fly south for the winter?
Why?
It's too far to walk, man.
Boy.
That was Doofus joke minute. The 423 joke we tell every day. Okay, he's trying to get in the room now. He's having
Big Daddy was a good joke teller. If I do remember
John
correctly.
Lacey in here. I got two ways.
Some people are good. Whatchamacallit, Clutch Cargo was. I mean, not him. Eason was a good. Yeah, my brother was a good joke teller.
You think Easton's a comedian? You want to bring him on the show later on?
No.
No. Okay. The guest tonight had to be pre-screened.
Well, he's probably watching us, and I just nuked him. No. No, Eason. Nope. Philip says nope.
Sometimes if you're on a radio show or something like that and you get nuked by somebody, it's a good thing. You go viral. I don't know. Maybe Easton will go viral. We don't
Nope.
want anybody to go viral right now. Please, nobody go viral. That just sounds horrible right now. We don't want anybody to go viral. Everybody feel healthy and feel good. Eat your vitamins and have green tea and stuff like that.
Drink some string cheese. What? String
green tea, not string cheese.
Green tea. Well, it's echo. Green tea. Yeah, green tea. I drink a lot of tea. I have a couple cups of coffee, and I drink some good tea. Been a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
Green tea. Some.
You drinking any green tea tonight? I'm drinking. Is that what this is?
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's not. Green tea means THC in it. Yeah, that's fine. It's stay at home. I don't care what you do. And now it's legal. That's just scary. I don't like using the word scary, but it's real. We can do what you want.
Okay, so
I'm staying home.
I got a heart symbol back from him on one of the links, so he's trying to send a link now. We're gonna try to get this fellow John Lacey in here in just a minute, folks. He's from Northern California area. A good friend of ours, Jeffrey Blackmon, has got us encouraged to bring this fellow on the show. So, yeah, fungi tea, fungi, yeah. That's what somebody said here. And Jeffrey Blackmon says snow is nice in California. Just got home sledding with my daughter, he says.
Yeah.
Out there in California, they had snow. Joe has had no power for 5 days at his house. So
well, that's not good.
No, it's
snow's
not good.
No power is not good. Yeah, we're supposed to.
Fires and the mountains out there and the snow. It's hard to. It's a hard country to keep the maintenance on that kind of stuff with. It really they fight with it. But he's not coming in yet, so we need to tell more jokes. I guess we got a few more jokes. So my first album tonight. No wait, we already did that. Okay. Did you really just question me to see if we already did that? Because the parrot wants to talk to you. So, Phil, did you get your check? Did you get your check, Phil? Because it's in the mail.
Kyle wants to talk to you. And he's going. And he's going. What does he say? He says, what does he say? He says, maybe yes.
Maybe no, says the parrot. The parrot doesn't talk like that.
Get stoned.
I think we did, and that's the problem, Laura.
Go give me cigarettes, too.
Your cow sounds just like Laura, says the penguin.
Says the penguin. Yeah, Chester. Yeah. I like cows.
Should have tested the Zoom link before we started, but I send the link, so we'll see what happens. No big deal.
Right.
We'll play it by
People are going, you are lunatics, you guys. We're playing with little...
We've been home too long. It's not our fault. We've been home too long, and we're home again, and it's winter time again all of a sudden. It's almost the new year. The year is almost...
Believe me, if you're watching the show, and you're still on after that last 10 seconds, you have one of those animals, too.
Yeah, and the best thing about sticking around...
You might have a...
It doesn't seem like that was that long of a time, but our guest is going to come in, so let's play him in here.
Down every lonely street.
Our friend John Lacey's coming in now, folks. Honest John, as he's known on YouTube. He's sideways, but we're going to get that figured out. It's all part of the process of coming on the show. The only thing that we take pride in is, I got to go this way to see him on mine. How you got to go? On yours.
I need to switch it.
Good twist. There you go.
All right.
The only thing that we claim to fame on our show is that we're entirely and officially unprofessional.
All right, John.
How you doing, John? Good to
I'm
meet you.
I'm perfect in that.
And there you go.
Is it switching? Am I okay
Now
turning
you
this
look
way?
great. Yeah, now you look great.
Okay, there we go.
He's got a tripod set up. He's thought about this for a minute. We appreciate that already.
It is a rinky-dink tripod setup, believe me.
Oh, I use a rubber band and a coffee mug.
All right, there we go. Whew, how you guys doing?
Good, John.
Fantastic.
Show,
Happy New Year's. Love your shirt.
Right, thank you.
That is awesome.
I got my 5 records to start out with.
Sweet.
And since Phil didn't do it, I got the Allman Brothers. So yeah, you guys were all talking about your themes, and I'd seen some 5 records before, so I kind of went with some of the albums that influenced me the most.
Nice.
So Eat a Peach, even above Fillmore East, although it's hard
John
to pick.
Lacey, he's just going to do the interview for us. But Phil, just sit back and relax. He's got it figured out, man.
I got my 5 records. I'm excited about this. I got a chunk of records.
I like that. We love records, man.
Number 2, Dead Set.
Yeah, Dead Set, yeah.
Notice a lot of the live albums. These are always vital, right? Because you got to... Dead Set, I logged hours and hours. 3 is the Clancy Brothers' greatest hits. Irish folk music.
Yeah, because do you play in the High Grade Pats? Are you part of that
project? Yeah. I played banjo and bouzouki for High Grade Pats with Jeff Blackman.
Very nice, yeah.
And that stuff, I can sing that stuff over and over again. Love it.
That's wonderful.
Something my mom and dad got me into when I was a kid. This is an album. There weren't that many we could agree on, but we could put on Harry Belafonte at Carnegie Hall. It's got Women Are Smarter.
That's a good record right there. That's important, powerful, big stuff right there.
And then my last one is Tom Lehrer, who is a piano player. He was, I think, a grad student at MIT or somewhere back in Boston area, and he plays piano, kind of a lot of honky-tonk stuff, but it's all satire. And it always intrigued me because my dad said he had to ask for it. They wouldn't sell it over the counter at the record shop because it was too racy. Nice. Songs like the Masochism Tango and
back there with the Red Box albums and stuff behind the counter, probably.
Yeah, exactly. So
back in the days, whenever a recording on an album was what people were scared about.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And how kids would get a hold of that record. If it was a Richard Pryor album or whatever it was that kids would get a hold of, and just it would mess the kids up or whatever. It would change them. That's for sure.
Yeah. George Carlin, Flip Wilson, that stuff was out there.
That stuff I all had to go to my neighbor's house to hear. My mom and dad usually have the pretty straight lace, stuff. In fact, on that Tom Lehrer album, there's one thing where he calls rock and roll children's music. It just intrigued me. I was like, my dad has something subversive. Ooh, I want to listen to that over and over again. And it's hilarious, and he's an awesome piano player.
I like that. He said his name was Tom Lehrer with an H, wasn't it? Kind of like a
Lehrer.
All right. That's just right now. I like to write out stuff every week and add stuff to the list. And
there's a great song called "The Vatican Rag."
I like
Vatican Rag. That's good.
I think I love that kind of stuff. It's very Loudon Wainwright III was a very subversive singer-songwriter. I wonder if it's anywhere in the same wheelhouse. I'll check it out. I wrote it down.
There was a cat on PBS that used to play like a red, white, and blue piano, and he'd do political songs, and he was very much like a kind of takeoff on what Tom Lehrer did. But right. Tom Lehrer recorded for a little while, and now he's a math professor at UC Santa Cruz, I think, and he doesn't play at all.
Well, that happens, Musicians, they definitely come and go, and they change and do their thing, So tell me where you're from there. You're from the area near Jeff, I guess, a little bit.
I'm from Tulare, which is a little town, about 60,000 people. Mm-hmm. We're outside of Visalia, which is outside of Fresno.
Sure.
So, when people hear California, they think that I'm 2 hours from the beach, I'm 2 hours from LA, or San Francisco,
We're
or
2
any.
hours from Fresno.
Yeah,
On a bad
not
day.
only about 40 minutes from Fresno.
Well, I'm from well, my wife's family is from the Grass Valley area.
Oh, right on up there.
Familiar with that neck of the woods up there, so to speak. You know, a little
They
bit.
got some snow this
Yeah, they
last
did.
week.
My brother's been out of power. They just told me, and so yeah, we've been watching that throughout the week on the weather report, stuff like that. You know, but down by where you guys are at, you guys are more in the valley, aren't you, down there?
Yeah. We're closer to Bakersfield.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Okay.
You know, my wife's grandpa played with Buck Owens a couple times.
Nice.
Buck Owens. I just was looking at a few Buck Owens albums that I had, like 5 or 6 actually.
Yeah, the Bakersfield Sounds.
You talk about like a red and white and blue instrument. You got.
Yeah.
Buck Owens was the red, white, and blue instrument when I was a kid. You know, I looked up to those guys, him and the other cat there. What was his name? Buck Owens and dang it, what was the other guy's name that played with him?
The Merle?
No, the guitar player on Hee Haw. What's his name?
Oh,
Roy Clark. No.
Roy Clark. You got it. Yeah. Okay, you
Roy
win.
Clark.
Phil wins. Dun, 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 dun.
Because I just looked at all Porter Wag, Clark, everything we're talking about, and I got I'm working on a couple milk crates, John, of some of my collection to give to you for you to play because I don't play it, John. And
All right,
those were
talk
some of
about
the
that.
albums. Yes.
We'll talk about that for sure. You know, a lot of kids from
Yeah.
checked in. Eric Carpenter and a few other people. Jeffrey Black.
Yeah, let someone use it. You know, I wish I could give some of this stuff away, but you know, to ship a lot of vinyl is very expensive because it's a lot of weight.
He's always trying to get me to come to his house. It's about a 3-hour drive, but I'll be there pretty soon, Phil. It's okay. I'll get there. One of these times, you know. You're getting snow this weekend. I'm not coming this weekend.
What's the same? One of the famous songs, Bakersfield. Is that Randy Newman? Is it?
A song about Bakersfield? Does that ring a bell to you there, John?
God, I know there's a song called Tulare Dirt. I think that's Merle Haggard or.
But thinking about Baker Street or something like that.
Baker Street.
Very Rafferty.
Yeah, maybe
a song about Sherlock Holmes.
All right.
That wouldn't surprise me. I know there's a restaurant, a taco place in Nashville called Bakersfield. And my buddy went in there and the girl at the counter went, "Hey, welcome to Bakersfield." And then she stopped and went, "You're from California, aren't you?" And he goes, "Yeah, how'd you know?" "Well, whenever I say welcome to Bakersfield, Californians get the weirdest look on their face."
Fresno, for me, like my wife was actually born in Fresno. So
wow, okay.
I've only been through there maybe once, or we might have driven through there once. I can't remember why we would have. We probably did. But that was the only thing I ever knew about it after the movie Far Out Man. Cheech and Chong is like a movie they made after the Cheech and Chong movies later on. It's just Chong mainly. But in one scene, he gets a job where he has to go to Fresno, and there's a running joke through the whole movie that nobody goes to Fresno anymore.
I've heard that. Yeah.
But anyway,
there was a mini series called Fresno.
Now,
Carol Burnett was in it.
Have you ever heard of a guy named Brian Kenny Fresno?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got to see him live by accident one time. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, he's a monster, and he's like that. His on-stage persona is him all the time.
That's him, huh? Yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
He has a song called Bobby Salazar's. This guy owned a restaurant chain in and around Fresno area, yeah. And he was having cars stolen from his parking lot. And it was like he was the one doing it. They were doing insurance fraud, and he got busted. And Brian Kenny wrote a song about Bobby Salazar and how good the restaurant is. And
yeah, he's
a huge chunk of the menu is just him reading off the menu.
Yeah, that's my pretty.
Chupacabra burrito, $6.66.
Yeah. He's got a song where he falls in love with a time lady, and he calls the time lady up, and because he's in love with her basically, and he keeps listening to her tell him what time it is. Anyway, yeah. I saw him by accident one night. That's like the end of my Fresno story, really, for that point, you know.
No, you go down his rabbit hole on his YouTube channel. He's been putting up a lot of stuff lately, and he's dedicated to letting people know what the real Fresno is like.
That's interesting. Yeah, he's a very interesting character. He's got. I just wondered because you're from there, you must have come across him in your travels. So that's good.
He was the first person I ever saw in real life playing a Chapman stick, and he doesn't do it like most people. He's kind of a maniac.
It's not like any kind of guitar or bass you've ever seen before. It's like a ladder.
just and too many strings, and yeah,
like 11 strings or something like that. It's ridiculous.
Huh.
It's a bass and a guitar together, so I think it's 10 strings. At least a normal one is, but
yeah, and close to a harp kind of thing. It's that big. It's not, but it's like a guitar thing. You got to see it. Well, anyway, that's for a show down the line. We'll get Brian Kenny on the show.
A guitar
Never guess,
thing.
Yeah. So, and you play in a lot of bands. You play music. You're Grateful Dead
I
stuff.
play in the high grade Pats Irish folk music. I play the high grade. Working in an Irish band's like working for a tax place. Everybody wants you for that 1 week out of the year, and the rest of the year you can't find work.
Yeah.
So the guys in the band that keep coming to practice when it's not almost St. Patrick's Day have basically decided we'd start playing Dead and Stones and stuff. And that's me and Jeff Blackman and a couple other, Steve Salas, great guitar player and singer, and a cat that comes and plays drums with us. And we're called Blackman's Bird Dogs. He's the leader of that band. I'm in a band called Greasy Dashiki. We're on Spotify and all that stuff. That's me and a guy I've played with since like 1985, I think, or 86. We started playing together, and off and on we've played together in multiple things since. A blues band, a psychedelic band, some reggae, and then I play some solo stuff. Every now and then I played a couple times with a band called Green Machine. We did a couple gigs as a kind of like a Grateful Dead tribute at a Woodstock thing. And so I got to play with Green Machine a little bit. They're real good reggae, psychedelic reggae band.
So a lot of music.
And I play some solo stuff.
So you're doing a lot of stuff, a lot of projects. That's good. You're a musician. You can tell just by your taste, your music around you, and your instruments. I can tell there's that 12 string.
I got a resonator, a 6-string, and a bouzouki, and then I have a lap steel over here.
See, he came prepared, and when he messaged me, Phil, he already was excited about playing music before I even asked him or. And Jeff Blackmon's got him on the line. You know how dedicated Jeff Blackmon is to the show. I mean, he's watching right now.
The last time I seen him, he was skateboarding down some road in
Pismo.
Yeah.
See,
I saw that.
He's been one of our biggest
The
fans
week
for a long
before,
time.
he was in a castle. I mean, you know.
Yeah, and he tunes in pretty much every week.
And he's the leader of your band? Oh, that's great.
Of one of them, the Blackman Bird Dogs.
So that's wonderful to hear. So if you got some music you'd like to play for us, John, we'll put you on the spot right away and let you have a song or two if you like. And,
all right.
People enjoy music, I know that, and that's one thing. And it's freaking New Year's Eve.
Wow,
you know,
look at that thing.
He's got a few more hours until New Year's Eve comes. Oh, look at that. It is cool. What's all that, man?
This thing is Weisenborn lap steel.
You got two songs?
Like Ben Harper plays. Yeah.
It's that Grateful Dead. Hear about this. Katie May's a good girl, and she don't run around at night. Katie May's a good girl, and she don't run around at night. You can bet your last dollar that Katie May gonna treat you right. Some folks say she must be a Cadillac, but I say she's a T-model Ford. Some folks say she must be a Cadillac, but I say she's a T-model Ford. She got the shape all right, but she can't get no heavy load. She walked just like she got oil wells in her backyard. She walked just like she got oil wells in her backyard. Every time she get a work in, Katie may never work too hard. Katie May's a good girl, and she don't run around at night. Katie May's a good girl, and she don't run around at night. You can bet your last dollar that Katie May gonna treat you right.
Yeah, Katie
Some
May, the original leader of the band, Pigpen, Ron McKernan, man.
it's old Lightning Hopkins song.
Yeah, right. It is, isn't it? I was
Yeah,
wondering who the blues guy was before him.
He definitely did a job with it.
Yeah, that's where I first heard it. Was of course I think probably the Bear's Choice album. Wasn't that where it was? Maybe the first one was on some live album they put out real early.
I think it's Bear's Choice. Yeah.
And
yeah, I got the blues radio show at my college on our college radio station. They came in one night and put up a poster while I was doing the ambient music show in the middle of the night. Said, "Who wants to be the blues DJ?" And the station manager put the poster up, and as soon as he walked out, I took it back down, so I was the only applicant. And the first week, all I did was take in like my Grateful Dead and Rolling Stones and the Doors and everything that had blues stuff on it, Zeppelin, and start looking through the records for the names from the people who wrote, where they listed who wrote the songs.
Mm-hmm.
But a good chunk of them aren't using their real names, like Chester Burnett. I had to go on the radio and go, "Hey, third caller, who's Chester Burnett?" When they all call in and say, "Oh, that's Howlin' Wolf," then I can find his stuff,
Right. Yeah. I mean, people who do know music, people who do know music, that the Stones, Zeppelin, it's blues.
Yeah, a bunch of it.
Those are a couple really good cover bands when they first started off, man. They were playing other people's jams. And Led Zeppelin got in trouble a couple times, even throughout the years, for just pretty much just peeling Robert Johnson's name off.
Well, A Whole Lot of Love is it's a Willie Dixon song Muddy Waters did called "You Need Love," but it didn't get released in the U.S. It only got released in Europe.
Yeah, I got to. I never mind.
Do you mean to mute you right now, Phil? Are you okay? All right. What do you got? What is this guitar you're getting ready to pick up right now, John? Tell us about this.
This resonator?
Yeah. Resophonic resonation. It's really a wonderful creation.
It was one of the ways they were trying to make a guitar be able to be used with a big band in the early jazz days. Mm-hmm. So make it louder, make it a little more like a banjo. Mm-hmm. Before they figured out how to put a pickup in it or a mic without making it squeal all over the place,
I played a resophonic ukulele in Hawaii when I was out there.
Yeah, so
it resonates and amplifies. So yeah, we're gonna give him the floor again, Phil. Sorry to mute you again, Phil. I know you love being muted, but John Lacey once again, folks. Welcome to the show, John. Thanks for being part of the zone tonight so far.
Thank you, man. This is great. This is an original song that I play with Blackman's Bird Dogs. When I wrote it, it had one rhythm to it. And then once Blackman started playing bass on it and our drummer kicked in, it all of a sudden had a whole different feel that I like better than the way I wrote it. So, maybe tomorrow when I wake up, this'll all be just a dream. But if it is, it doesn't mean a thing. Maybe tomorrow morning every little thing will be okay, but not today. The afternoon is beautiful, the breeze is blowing by, but I'm longing for the wind and clouds and rain. And not to do but curl up in my bed and hide away, but not today. Not today. Sometimes I get a little lonely. Sometimes I feel a little down. Sometimes I wish that I would only come around. Maybe tomorrow I can just give up and fall into the hole. But if I do, it doesn't change a thing. Maybe tomorrow I can fold my hands up and walk away, but not today. Not today. Not today.
Very nice, very nice. That's a beautiful song, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful song, John. Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank
When
you
you were
very
a little,
much.
so like, I always ask the same question of every guest that comes on the show. You probably heard this before if you heard me on the show. And you kind of showed your roots in your albums, but when you were real little and you were a kid and you heard the radio for the first time, or somebody was singing a song over and over again that you remembered, what do you think that song? What song was that? Do you think?
Well, okay,
It had to be the exact one, of course, but just
my brother was 7 years older than me. So I was born in 66, but he was from 59. So I remember being really little and hearing Yellow Submarine and just thinking that was the best. But to me, that was kind of a little kid's song anyways. It sounded just like
Right.
the other kind of PBS stuff that I heard. I remember him coming downstairs and putting headphones on me, big old realistic,
Sure.
Radio Shack headphones on me, and going, listen to this song. And being named John and hearing, like you said a little while ago, Johnny Be Good.
Yep.
That my doors were shook when I heard Johnny Be Good.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, this is the best, man. I want to run around, go crazy for this.
I think they just that's the spark when we're little like that, and you hear something. And Beatles are very. That's probably the more common, I would think, of young kids to just hear music. No matter what generation you come from, the Beatles pick up really quick and easy. Yellow Submarine is like a kid's song. It acts like a kid's song. It's like, here we can sing along. It's fun. It's silly. It makes your imagination go nuts. Well, what's the Yellow Submarine when I was a kid? Because I didn't see the movie for a little while, of course. But I remember hearing that song early on and thinking you thought about that. It made your imagination go, which I think is cool.
Well, there was no way to see the movie until it would come on TV. Every now and again it would come on TV, and it was like an event. I knew, they're going to play it Saturday at 5.
Right.
There wasn't much choice. So
great artwork, great, amazing experience. But the Beatles just important. And my kids, when they were growing up, 20 years ago, when they were born, and their first music they really enjoyed was the Beatles. I'm sure we played it, but it wasn't like always in rotation. They were hearing Grateful Dead, the Beastie Boys, and whatever was in between. And
right.
But the Beatles was something that my kids got excited about. And my boy, when he was he might have been no more than 7 years old, I guess. Maybe 10 or 11, I guess. We were backstage at the show, and the band, Mo was playing. The drummer was back there we were talking to him. I was doing artwork for the festival, so for some reason we're all at the same spot. And the band on stage is playing the medley from, Polythene Pam, and she came in through the bathroom window.
Yeah.
And
Golden Slumbers, I think, is in that.
Yeah, as they get to all the songs, my son is over there like just naming them off, like, Polythene Pam, Dad, cool, And these musicians are around. That was my first experience with my son, where he was like, he remembers it too, like how impressed they were that he knew the titles of those songs, the Beatles songs, and it just goes to show the Beatles are definitely a deeper. There's something else going on there.
That was my daughter's first real concert. Was the Ringo Starr All Stars. I had a buddy who ran the lights out where they played at the Bingo Palace out here, and
nice.
He called me up and he's like, "Hey man, do you want to work at a show for me?" And I was like, "Dude, you haven't called me to work a show for years." And he goes, "It's Ringo." And I was like, "I will work that show."
Right, I'll be there. How could you miss that, right?
Yeah. Right. So that's he had Edgar Winter and
you never knew who you were going to see on those tours.
Yeah, all kinds of people. It was a great show.
He octopus gardened out like all his arms and pulled people in.
Yeah.
When I was a younger man, he played with Jeff Lynne a few times, and even Roger from Supertramp was there at a couple shows. I mean, just who we could get to play with him. He's Ringo Starr. All he had to do was say, "I'm playing."
Yeah. Well, and I've worked on a lot of shows, and the roadies are always like, whatever about the musicians, because these guys see they see everybody, right. But they were going, "Dude, that's Ringo's drum set right there." Like, they're still just in awe,
Yeah, right. Ringo's broken drumstick head would be so cool. Whatever. Yeah, it'd be cool, Yeah.
My buddy got to run the timbales out for Edgar Winter when they played Frankenstein. He was all jazzed. I got to take his timbales out to him.
Oh, that's cool. See, that's cool stuff, man. That's neat, man. Is that what you do for a living, otherwise than music?
Oh no, I'm a school teacher.
Oh, cool. That's right, because you said you were a teacher, and this was your opportunity because of.
Yeah, I'm never home at this time, so.
Cool, awesome. Oh, that's cool, man. What grade do you teach, if you don't mind me asking?
Third grade.
Third grade. That's awesome, man.
That's all. Yeah, I'll people teach till they die in third grade because they're not giving it up for anything,
I think that's a great time in those kids' lives, man. You're really, in your third grade, you're really still learning. You haven't decided to rebel yet, I don't think, as much. Maybe that's my opinion.
Well, and it's a big point. It's a big year. There's a lot of stuff changing, like at least in California, the class numbers go up in fourth grade and they just get a little more cynical. I taught fourth grade for a long time too.
Yep.
But they like learning. They're there. They want to do well.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. That's neat, man. I don't know, Phil. Are you there, Phil? Phil's upstairs watching on his back porch. No, he's there. It's Friday night. Hey, Friday night, Phil. What are you doing? Oh, that's Laura. Hi, Laura. Laura from Aurora, folks. This is Laura from Aurora. She makes a very brief appearance. Is that Laura from Aurora? It is, isn't it? I can see your hair. Hey, Laura. How you doing? Meet our friend John Lacey. Who is
Hi, Laura.
At the time. She's muted, so we'll ask her to unmute and see if she knows how to use Zoom. It's her Zoom.
That works.
Yeah. We won't keep you too long, John. It's good to have you on the show. We appreciate you being part of what we do, And if you have
no problem, thanks, guys.
We for sure allow you to play another song if you wanted to before you're done. Like I said, we don't have any rules. We just kind of talk until we're done. And
I'll throw one more.
All right, and then we'll see what happens after that. We'll get Phil back, and Miss Laura. Good to see Laura from Aurora. Her silent performance tonight. She's a silent actress. Yep. And there's a quick shot from Miss Amy. All right, so they can get excited to see each other, like birds and stuff and whatnot. And all right, our good friend John Lacey, folks, on this new guitar. What the heck is this? Tell us about that one, man.
It's a bouzouki, yep, and which is originally a Greek instrument, but the Irish took it. And this one is autographed by David Lindley, who you may not know David Lindley by name, but you've heard him. He's on a lot of albums by a lot of people. I handed it to him and said, "Mr. Dave, would you sign my cheap bouzouki?" And he said, "Sure." That is a cheap bouzouki. So it has the official look of disgust from Mr. Dave. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Did you see that?
Dave Lindley recorded a lot of stuff with Warren Zevon. This is a Warren Zevon song. This is another one I play with Jeff and the Blackman's Bird Dogs. At the Marriott with Jesus and John Wayne. They were waiting on a chariot. I was was waiting on a train. The sky was full of carrion. I said, I take the Mazuma. Says Jesus to Marion. That's the 310 to Yuma. My ride's here. My ride's here. My ride's here. My ride's here. The Houston sky was changeless. We galloped through blue bonnets. We were wrestling with an angel. I was working on a sonnet. He said, I believe the seraphim would gather up my pinnacle and carry us away, Jim, across the San Jacinto. My ride's here. My ride's here. My ride's here. My ride's here. Now Shelley and Keats were out in the streets. Even Lord Byron, he's leaving for Greece. Back at the Hilton, last but not least, Milton was holding his sides. He said, you bravos, you better be ready to fight, or you'll never get out of East Texas tonight. The trail is long, the river is wide, and my ride's here. My ride's here. My ride's here. My ride's here.
That was beautiful.
That was really nice. Beautiful song, John. We appreciate that so much.
No problem. Thank you, guys. This has been a kick, man. I really enjoyed it.
John Lacey, folks, from a whole bunch of different groups you heard him mention earlier. We got the good Greasy the Cheeky link right there on the thing, so you can find him one way or another. And we appreciate you being on the show, Shank. Thank you for tell your good friend Jeff Blankbond to give him a good old hug and high five for us, because we appreciate him a lot. And
definitely. Well, oh yeah, he keeps giving me your stickers too, so I got them slapped all over everything.
Good. He's getting more in the mail this week, I think.
Bill N Jon Zone.
Can't wait.
Well, thank you again, John Lacey, and we'll be talking to you real soon, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Fresno Kid.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
That was really good. For a minute there,
that was really good. Yeah.
Very, very impressive setup you had there. We pull out the craziest albums in that last 5 there just now. That one about you gotta have a license about fishing. What is that about? I have to get that, whatever that is. I love it. That just looks awesome. Is it a country album?
Porter Wagner.
Okay, it's Porter Wagner. Okay. I didn't see his name on there. I couldn't hardly see his face, but that's a great. I don't even know the song, but I'm gonna add it to my list.
I'll put it in your collection, John.
That's great, because
again, there's a lot of stuff that will just sit there. I look at it and go, wow, it's cool. If you like that, I got a collection right over there, right next to. Yep.
Yeah.
Right next to Laura, you were gonna say?
Yeah, but right by the drink I was looking at, she's gonna spill it. Move it, please. Yeah.
Oh, you too. That place is they live in what looks like to be a circus train car down by the river where you guys live. That was a nice guest. That was good. John Lacey, folks. We appreciate everybody checking him out in our New Year's Eve special. You keep forgetting it's New Year's Eve. I think it's probably the cannabis drink. I still see really well, although my eyes seem to be a little smaller than they were when we started.
Oh, yes, they are. You're squinting, Mr.
Oh, I'm perfectly normal. I'm fine.
That's fine. Chester's trying to drink. Say, hey, everybody.
Hi, Chester. Cheers.
He's on my lap. You can't see him. Hey, go get him.
We're going to have an array of charcuterie this evening. We've got a couple different types of
charcuterie. Everybody say charcuterie. I wrote it down. Can you spell? Yeah, yeah.
You know, if you're stuck at home, at least you can have finger food. And we're going to have charcuterie and cheese and crackers and cheese ball and all kinds of fun stuff. And
I got shrimp. I made homemade tortilla chips and fresh guac and I make cauliflower shrimp and breaded shrimp and cocktail shrimp. Yeah, just an
I never,
appetizer.
I've heard about that vegetable before, but I've never seen a flower with a collar before. Collar flower?
What's he saying?
Uh,
Cauliflower what?
Cauliflower, and I don't like cauliflower.
A cauliflower is a type of dog. Cauliflower, it's like a lassie flower. It looks like
You
lassie.
got an accent. No, I do. You
Oh,
have a
you're from the
city
big
slicker.
city. You're a city boy up there.
It,
City.
it's funny. Used to travel back in the day and do whatever. Um, they knew
Remember,
exactly I was from Chicago, and it was funny. You're
remember
from
2019?
Chicago. You're not from. You're from Chicago. So,
You're from the city. You're from the south side, or the west side, or the east side. You're from the
North
side.
side. Well, I grew up. Yeah, Chicago.
The
I'm in the
side of
burbs
Chicago.
now, but yeah.
Yeah. So did you like the Cubs? I guess huh? It's your affliction.
Yeah, I grew up right on the north side. Yeah, I guess I was born into it.
But you're
Even though
pretty.
Pops was a Sox fan, um,
Have you
I'm
watched
a
any
Cub fan. I
sports
got to meet
lately?
a.
Oh,
Excuse
there's
me.
a word. Sports.
All right.
Time for sports. Time for Phil.
Thank you very much. We got the college playoffs tonight. Alabama and Cincinnati. I do believe they're playing right now. Can't wait. College football, and then we got Michigan and Georgia. Come on, Wolverines and Jim Harbaugh. Um, Playoffs. Nagy's going to get fired. Pace has got to go too. If you're a Bear fan. Bulls are really looking good, man. The Bulls, DeRozan, and if you're a Chicago Bulls fan, I know a lot of our Mill and from Peoria, and I'm a hoopster and stuff like the Bulls are really looking really, really good. Um, but I'm hoping for, I think it's going to be Alabama. Come on, Wolverines, but I think it's going to be Georgia. But yeah, good football games right now and coming up. But Happy New Year. Sports wise, baseball season, they're on strike right now. Hockey season, it's too early. Sports, anybody, soccer, I don't know. But that's about it about sport for right now. Anybody see the golf with Tiger's son? Yeah, I think he's 12 or
I
something.
did see. I hope he gets to. Hope he can play golf like his old man. I guess, but that's sports, folks. Sports with Phil. 1 minute. 1 minute to go. He gets it all in about 1 minute, though. Honestly, you don't need much more than a minute because about a minute is whenever you start to freeze up and twitch, and it doesn't look good. Like he does.
Freeze up and twitch. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Like when the show's over with, or it's like when you go visit somebody. I mean, I more to say, but yeah.
You think the show's funny? You should see the before and after show. That's where the real twitching
Well,
happens.
I'm
It's a good
sure
stuff.
it is. I'm sure of a pile of laughs.
Twitch is a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
thing.
but sports wise, speaking of that, everything's getting canceled, so it's quite sad. So everybody,
You know what? Let's just focus on staying healthy for the winter, like we're going to encourage everybody to do. Stay healthy out there, folks, and drink your vitamins and whatnot, and smoke your medicine or whatever it takes, and stay good. Stay inside if you got to. Whatever you got to do. Don't be a total turtle in your shell, but So, it's New Year's Eve, man. What are you gonna? What are you gonna? What's your?
it's yeah. I mean,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
it's New Year's Eve. What's a good New Year's Eve movie to watch? I mean, there is some music possibly to watch. I can't watch music for 5 hours. Um, what's a good something for Eve?
To watch.
New
Is there
Year's Eve.
anything? Or what are you streaming or googling or are
We're
you
gonna watch.
jamming and or
We got a couple different options because there's something for the Avett brothers doing something, and then we're also
Avent Brothers?
we have an option to watch Billy and the Kids, Billy Strings, and Billy Kreutzmann's show from Red Rocks. They're going to rebroadcast that tonight. Basically, I paid for that one, but then I didn't realize it was something I already saw. But we're going to probably watch that anyway. And or watch Avett Brothers and I don't know. What are you streaming? What are you streaming? Besides just going to bed at 8:15.
No, I mean nothing. Whatever. Laura's laughing over there. We ain't streaming nothing.
I'm not going to compare her to Ed McMahon, but she's got a good Ed McMahon laugh.
No, we put
We
on.
don't know how to stream.
We don't know how to stream. We don't.
You don't know how to stream. You just have to watch on your phone and tell it to go to your TV, but it depends on how
No,
smart
no,
your TV is.
You think I watch your phone? I don't watch it. I ain't watching no phone. I got a big TV. Whatever. If it doesn't come on the TV,
Somebody
I
who
watch
lives
it.
by Phil.
I ain't being
go
that.
there
I
and
don't.
help him stream
No,
something.
I ain't that goofy. But no. But no,
I could
yeah.
do a Zoom meeting and just stream the show through my Zoom meeting for you.
We've already had Nancy and my brother try to help us, and it's not.
No, I know how to do it if I wanted to.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No,
There's some people who just aren't really savvy with technology and stuff, and that's okay. You're a good painter, so you don't have to worry about that stuff. That's a horrible freeze, though. That was a bad freeze for just a second. He just didn't look really extremely awake. But, the Phil and John Zone, week 89, folks. 89 weeks of this crazy madness and our in the house, out of the house wackadoo. And we're still here.
He needs to go potty. Is he okay to go outside?
Yeah.
Hi, Amy.
Hi.
Yeah.
Scooby had a bath. He's still wet.
Yeah, Scooby, we're trying to dry Scooby because he needed a bath today.
He's got to go potty.
I love the blanket who had that made for you, John?
And
Who made
Scooby gave me that for my birthday.
For his birthday?
He ordered it online.
Scooby ordered it from online for our birthday, for my birthday, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I loved it.
Yeah. So it turned out real nice. He thought it was going to be bigger than it was, but it turned out to be just about perfect. And I snuggled with it multiple times, and Scooby got just been snuggling with it. It's life size. It's actual real life, actual size. They say actual size in life, and you look at it, it doesn't really look actual size, but this is actually the size of Scooby. He's just really far in the background usually whenever you see him on the show, off the show.
That is pretty lifelike. I mean, that tongue.
His tongue is fantastic. Like the pink on the tongue is ridiculous.
All right, that's a little. Dude.
But it's also it's a little bit bigger than a towel, smaller than a blanket, but perfect for a cape. So like I can be like super cape, super Scooby.
Scoob.
Hello. Ask him about his inspiration on the one. Is that original or did he?
No, you got to write him.
No, you ask him.
No.
What's your inspiration on what, Laura? Laura can ask a question.
On the black and white chicken.
What's your inspiration on the black and white chicken?
Is that a reprint or
Laura asked a question.
something that you did in black and white?
The chicken?
Yeah, the black and white.
What was my inspiration?
Correct. Well,
money.
Is that? Did you just want your original and turn it into black and white, or did you an original black and white?
I've done a bunch of black and white ones in the past. It's just fun shapes. And black and white, I actually got black and white paint for my mom for Christmas, so I had to do and somebody asked me to do it, and I did some big giant ones like that. There's a video out there of me painting those somewhere. I'll share it with you sometime. But that's probably fodder for another time, another show that, we can talk about later, I guess. Or we can, actually, we have a show and we need to talk about stuff, so this is probably the time to talk about it.
Yes, it is. I love it. Thank you for letting me ask that question live.
All right, so if you're watching the show, let's see if I can find this. All right, well, we got 3 minutes here after the break, after the ad. No, hold on. Jeez, it's so fast. Okay, folks, so we'll share this real quick, Phil. And
what are you going to share?
A video of the chicken paintings. Is Laura watching? Because this is for her.
Okay, how long does it last?
I don't know, a few minutes.
Oh, I'm excited.
If you asked an adult old as I am what growed up in the country, we were taught some manners when we were younger. We had manners, I'll tell you now. Never ever would you be caught taking the last piece of chicken off of the plate or the last biscuit. Now you'd sit there and want it some kind of bad, but you know better than to take it off of the plate.
Hey, look how short my hair was. Wow.
I finished supper one evening.
I don't even work down there anymore.
And went over to the Ledbetter house, and they was eating supper. And they was all sitting around the table there, Marcel and Claude and New Jean and Aunt Pet Ledbetter. Mrs. Ledbetter, as everybody affectionately called her, and they called Mr. Ledbetter Uncle Versi. Well, they was all sitting around the table, and there's one piece of chicken left right in the middle of the platter. And all of them was sitting there looking at it. A wind come up and blowed the lamp out. And you could hear Uncle Versi scream just like lightning had struck him. And Aunt Pet jumped up and finally got the lamp lit, and there was 5 forks sticking in the back of UncleVersi's hand.
No.
So that's an example of that painting. That was something I did for a custom shop here in Decatur that sells chicken wings, actually. And so I did the artwork for their shop, and then somebody sees the art in there, and they want me to do more chickens, so I paint more chickens. So I painted that chicken, but then I got to paint more chickens because somebody saw that chicken. Now somebody wants me to do another chicken. I'm muted? I'm not muted. There's nobody's responding.
He's taking a cigarette break.
Yeah, there's Jason Bowman, a good friend of mine. Jim Fisher, friends from all over the place. I've got friends tuning in from everywhere tonight. It's been a good night for New Year's Eve. Everybody's having a good time. If you're not, just be careful. Or everybody should have a good time on New Year's Eve, you know. So he took a break. Does that mean he's peeing, or he's just taking actual? Is he smoking again? He told me, he told me he's quitting. But we gotta give him too much shit about it. You know, it's part of life. You know, I'm drinking a cannabis drink, so I can't talk. You know, it's a cannabis. That's the kind of drink, like pop, but with grass.
Oh, yeah, with the CB, or is it CBD or THC?
I can't tell. I'm not a fish. I'm not a scientist.
No. The reason I'm asking is a place that we frequent because of music, Sidecar Supper Club in Batavia. They have a CBD sparkling beverage in a can. It's wonderful.
I'm sure.
It's
sure it is.
It's wonderful. I would stock my shelves with that, and that's CBD, not THC.
So, do you know the difference between the two? Like, are you a doctor or like a nurse or something like that?
I am not. Kurt, we could ask Kurt. I don't know. No. I know.
Smart, Laura. I thought that you were some kind of doctor or something like that. I don't know. Phil won't tell me what you do for a living, so I want to ask. I don't want to know that. We're not interviewing Laura tonight. Although, you know what? We're interviewing Laura tonight. So, Laura, you were around during the time of the Screaming Trees and that kind of stuff. You're a big Mark Lanigan fan, aren't you? Are you not?
Huge Mark Lanigan fan.
So, what do you think he's like in the band, the Queens of the Stone Age? What does he do in that band? Is he a singer, or is he like a?
He's a singer. He's a background singer.
He's not like the main dude in the band.
No, just stood there.
So did you ever get to meet him?
Well,
you did. You don't want to tell that story online? It's okay, folks. We can't tell that story online. Phil's back.
There was once upon a time I went to a show called The Gutter Twins, which was Mark Lanigan and Greg DeLuey, and I don't know if it was at I forget, Marta, one of the smaller venues. It was at 10, 9. It was cold outside, and there was a lot of younger people. We stood outside until at least midnight before we even got inside. Half of those little girls that were dressed really pretty had frostbite. It took me to the middle of the set to take my coat off, and I was third row at that point. I was third row to the front, and I didn't take my jacket off, but I made sure when I took my jacket off, I had my place saved. Took my jacket off. So I possibly made eye contact with him that night. I'm saying yeah. I got to give you back, Phil. That's my story.
Chester's outside. You gotta let him in.
Oh, that's great. You ever meet him? Well, maybe one time we might have made eye contact. That's wonderful. That's good. Congratulations to Laura from Aurora, folks. Give it up to Laura from Aurora. Man, I thought of another segment and I lost it already, but it was
AKA
Laura from Aurora.
Yeah.
So New Year's Eve, man. You know, top. So we bring you an important subject.
I'm listening to the show upstairs. We could I can hear it upstairs when I leave. And
is it bad?
But about deck just now, looking at the snow, and it's melted. They get the snowblower out, and we're about to get a front coming in, which is a beautiful thing. But we still have some snow outside. I made 8 snowmen outside. They're all melted.
Phil, how do you feel about New Year's resolutions?
Quit cigarettes.
Quit cigarettes, huh? That's what you might.
Try it again. Got my last pack. That's a true thing. Do I believe in them? Do whatever you want. So
real. You can believe.
Why did I just say that?
Not imaginary.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
I appreciate that. We're giving you a hard time when you're on your break because you're taking a break, but it's a hard thing. Everybody out there, give your warm thoughts.
I did it for 4 months at the beginning of last year, and then I forget it, and I'm gonna try it again. So this is I write something on it anyway. I'm gonna try.
My New Year's resolution is to kick total ass next year. I don't know. I don't really have a New Year's resolution. I feel good right now in this moment. And the ones I can't really say on the show, I guess. But I've been saying a lot of bad words. I'm gonna try to say less bad words, and I'm gonna try to do a better job at making the bed and stuff. And I'm gonna try to, I don't know, pay attention more, better, I guess.
To appreciate the moments that I don't know.
How about that? Yeah, all right. You know,
that's
all the acquaintance we forgot and all that stuff. You know.
That's.
Do you like that one movie? It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, I do a lot. I didn't see it this winter either. Yeah, I like those sappy movies. I like my Christmas movies. It went by fast.
You know, I didn't all have cable anymore. I don't have TV, so I didn't get to see A Christmas Story or It's a Wonderful Life this year, and it kind of bothers me.
Yeah, well, I don't have cable. We got rid of cable over almost a year and a half ago. You know, bill was like 100. Yeah, and we got YouTube. We have smart YouTube, and there's various things you can. So I don't miss much. I don't miss anything really. If I want to go watch something, yeah.
Well, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're just gonna be hanging out around here, enjoying
My brother George, the richest man in town.
Here, George. Who's the George?
Yep.
Somewhere, folks, it's 20 minutes after midnight, 4 time zones ago. So happy New Year's to all the people who live out in the middle of the ocean. Maybe up at Oak Island, it's probably midnight around there. In Nova Scotia, I'm guessing maybe it might be midnight right now. What time is it midnight?
Yeah, there's a lot of good shows still going on this evening. Wish I was at a lot of them.
Well, it's not that time yet. I know it feels like midnight to you, Phil, but it's only 20 minutes after 5. Probably shouldn't play that song quite yet because it's not because of
Chester. No,
we not even make it that far. We only have a few hours left in the year. A year, a funny thing, a measurement of time, a measurement of the planet's travel through the universe. The year, it's the measurement of space travel. Really, it's not really time. Is not really what it appears to be because we're just measuring our travel through the universe. You know.
No. That's a mind-boggling thing.
And as soon as you're not on the Earth, time is different.
Yeah.
So people that go to Mars are going to be in a whole different time.
What's out there? What's out there?
What's out there? Right now, my neighbor's, it looks like he's delivering a sack to somebody's car. I'm just kidding. What's in there?
Thank you, Loaded and Charlotte, for coming by. And can we talk about that? That's something. Where's my thing?
Did Loaded get his painting for Christmas?
What's that?
Did Loaded get his painting for Christmas? He probably didn't even mention it.
Oh, hell yeah, he did.
Got it though, right? Yeah, good, good.
Yeah, they were very happy. They came by a couple days. Yeah.
I sent that out to her a couple months ago. I just say Christmas time is funny because the presents go out, but I don't get to share them until after they get shared, unless you're real sneaky and you look around the room and you see the present in the room.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's on your mind, Phil? We should do the alphabet game, and then we should let the people go here in a little bit, unless they want us to stick around all night. I don't have any more musical guests unless anybody wants to join us. I mean, I'm not responsible for anybody we bring in the room. You may just kick you right back out. That's the policy of the N Jon Zone. It's like you call them the radio station. They can hang up on you, but we try not to. But I don't know what we do the alphabet. What would we do?
Yeah, let's do the alphabet game.
We'll have to make sure you have sound. Phil's frozen. Frozen Phil.
No.
Okay, so alphabet
game.
This is actually your theme
song. Things we miss. Things we miss or are appreciative of.
All right, we'll do that. A is for all my friends who give me hugs. That's something I miss.
Okay. Bees is for all the honey that they give, and may the bees still be around because the ecosystem is all screwed up.
C is for Chicago Farmer because one time he gave me a piggyback ride. And that's something you don't do nowadays. You don't piggyback ride. It's probably not safe. Go ahead.
D is for dogs. Dogs that we have. Dogs that have gone. Dogs that we miss. And dogs are cool. Go dogs go.
Yeah, what's up on top of that big tree up there? Go Dogs Go. That's a great book by Pete Eastman. I can read that to you right now. Go Dogs Go. That's great. Dogs. D. We don't let this be sad. This is all stuff that we're about stuff that we like that we get back. That's what I was thinking, but you're thinking about things that are just sad. I want to just be old.
Okay, all right.
So, E is for Eagles cover bands, man. I can't wait to go out and see an Eagles cover band, man, because I miss that kind of stuff. The Eagles cover bands.
F is for frogs. I can't wait to see frogs in the springtime. That means you're gonna go fishing.
Oh, I love frogs in springtime.
Yeah. That means springtime. It's right around the corner.
G is for giant parties, where there are just parties where there are lots of giants there, and people are together and they're in the same room. I miss giant parties.
H is for heads. All my head friends. My head friends are very cool people and good soulful people. I miss my head friends.
It's interesting that people could be headless, but people can be headless. They just walk around like they don't see what's going on. HI is for ice cream because we don't have any right now. I want to get some ice cream, man. But we don't have room in our freezer for ice cream because then we have too much junk food because of Christmas, so we really can't have ice cream yet. So I miss ice cream right now. I'd give up most of the junk food on the table for like a bowl of ice cream. I'll trade you a bunch of Reese's trees for some ice cream. So I did ice cream for I. So you're on J. What do you miss that starts with a J?
John. I miss John.
I had to pry that out of you. You weren't even thinking that. No, that doesn't count, dude. I miss you too, Phil. The J can be for.
No, I miss being hanging out.
Yeah, me too.
Days. I mean, it'll be there. Hopefully, everything turns out. I miss. Yeah. I miss you a lot. Yeah, miss you, John.
I miss you too. K is for all the cool people that I know, man. The people that are just cool. You know what I'm talking about? Cool. Are you cool, man? Are you cool?
Yeah, sometimes I'm cool.
I miss going to Kroger when it felt comfortable. How about that?
That's when you know you're in a different planet. Kroger, Piggly Wiggly. We go to Jewel and
We used to have Jewel. Yeah, we used to have Jewel, but
we got Jewel and Mariano's and that stuff. L?
Yeah, it's much better.
I miss Led Zeppelin already. Anytime I hear it. Yeah.
She wants to Klondike bar.
We get all rigged. Yeah.
Laura's up in the balcony.
We'll talk about that after. I'm gonna put on a help wanted thing.
So what did you say you just said? What was that letter?
L.
M is for
M&M's peanuts.
I have some M&M's peanuts. Actually, they're Hershey. I miss when it comes to M. I miss Missy May Porter. How about that? There's two M's. You're getting up, Phil. Another break.
I miss is Missy May there and Joe?
Earlier, I don't know if she's still watching or not, but I miss her and I miss my friend Mark. I miss my friend Milton.
Got to meet him a little bit more in depthly at Shoe Fest. I mean, I know him. Yeah.
Good people.
I miss you, May and Joe. Very good. Got mushrooms from 4 grams in a 5 square. Is that good? Can we talk about that? No, okay. All right. What's the letter?
You should always eat your vegetables.
It is.
Well, it's still too early yet, though. You eat a little something at food first. Right? Well,
No.
Our
I gotta eat it now before I go to bed.
Nice. Excellent. If the boots fit, wear them, dude. That's all I gotta say to you.
Oh, that's what Nancy Sinatra said.
No, she said these boots are made for walking, and she's gonna fit one up your backside. Anyway,
what N?
You're N, I think.
N is for
What's the
Nostradamus. What the heck is going on with Nostradamus? What does he really think is going on with this planet? That makes no sense, does it?
You miss him? You miss Nostradamus? That's the thing. The game
no, I don't miss him at all. I don't know why, but I was just wondering what he was thinking. But
you could said Nettie's wrong.
Netta.
Yeah, there we go. See, we'll throw out the whole Canton crew there.
Yeah, that's hard as heck.
Oh, I miss
Yeah, okay, miss. I forgot the synopsis of it. Miss. Okay.
I miss I remember. I'm missing Octopus's Garden by Ringo Starr.
That's cool.
Yeah, Octopus's Garden, because that's a cool game.
It very much is.
I'm gonna throw it out to Ringo. I'm watching that Beatles Get Back documentary. You watched that yet?
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and take P too, since you're eating, and we don't want to be impolite. So I'm gonna take P.
P would be.
I'm taking it. I'm gonna say Phil.
No.
Yes.
I'm saying
Phil.
It's what I missed, but I'll get back one of these days. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say P.
I cheated because it's written in your window up there above your head. It says Phil and Don Zone. So I remembered your name. That's the only way I can remember your name.
Thanks a lot.
You think after all these years I know your name by now, but I have to ask people before you get there what your name is again.
What?
Q.
Okay, you lost it. Okay, never mind. Whatever. No.
Q.
So, you got Q. I don't know if I did that on purpose or.
Some good quail eating.
Q.
Just
What do I miss? We're gonna go music then. I miss Queen. The band Queen. I don't know.
Quaaludes.
What song? Can you name a Queen song? You know any
I
Queen
can name
song?
100 of them.
Girl.
Yeah.
Well, your sidecar is full on comic strip today over there.
She's lit.
That's his line.
I mean,
Anyway, we're at Q. R is for what do I miss that starts with R? I'm gonna say Quaaludes. No, dude, that's not what we miss. It starts with a Q. Quaaludes. I miss Rumpelstiltskin.
Down in the festivals.
I don't miss Porta John, so it's not that. It's reticulated. No, nothing like that. What do I miss? That starts with an R.
Reticulated. Where did that come from? What doctor or nurse came from there?
Probably Grey's Anatomy.
You've been reading too many.
I miss running through the grass out at the festival. I want to be outside for sure.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, I mean, that's good.
I mean, I was just on the deck now, and I'm gonna go out there after the show and just just the fresh air and just I look in the sky, I see in the distance where you're at.
Chris Johnson, welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey, Chris.
S is you, Steamboat Annie.
She's trying. I don't have to do anything.
All the way. I need help in here.
Steamboat Annie, where'd that go? Take the dog for a walk.
Yes.
Come on.
What do you miss, Phil? You're gonna get back again. That starts with an S. It can't be Stevie Nicks because you don't know Stevie Nicks, no matter what you claim.
No, it's S. What do I miss? Now we're going bands.
The sun from the festival.
It doesn't have to be. It can be anything.
Power from Kurt's kit.
Steamboat.
Solar power from Kurt's kit.
Steamboat Annie was your final answer.
No.
You got that record right down here. Good one.
I miss Summer Stomp.
Ooh.
Yeah, Summer Stomp. Yeah, and Bill Mackey.
Yeah, I miss Mackey's Summer Stomp. I'm looking at album right there in front of me. That Chicken Wire Empire Summer Stomp 2019. I have.
John was at that.
Yeah. Yeah, when you and me went for that 1 year. Mm-hmm. Talked to Bill Mackey about that. Yeah, got a lot of albums that have been. Yeah, got a lot of. Can't wait to display and show a lot of people. A lot of albums.
T is my letter, right? T.
Yes, it is.
It's only been a few weeks, but I already missed T-shirts. Because like T-shirts, you only had,
Hey, what size are you, John?
I have too many T-shirts. Is my answer to that question.
Oh.
I ask, what size are you? I'll give you 5 shirts.
No, I'd rather send you 5 shirts.
I literally have 189 extra T-shirts I don't need that are all larges. And it's not because I grew out of them, it's because I don't wear them. There's 250 shirts in my closet.
So are you large or are you medium?
I don't have a size. I have a no T-shirt rule. If you give me a shirt, I give them to somebody else.
Yeah, well, that's what we're trying to do.
Right, don't do it to me because I already got too many.
All right.
I appreciate it, though. Thank you. Are there any cool ones?
Obviously, I wouldn't ask if there wasn't.
Well, we'll see. I'll talk to you when I come up there. I'll trade.
Yeah, please. No, I don't even want.
If I go to your house, I come home with a whole carload of stuff. I'm not be able to go back up there again.
Just gave away 6 bags full to the Salvation Army. We're good at donating whatever we don't use to the.
Yeah.
I love John. Okay, I love John too. Nice shirt, Amy. Look at Amy's shirt. Look at Laura. Come here.
Okay.
All 4 of us. Happy New Year's, Laura. Before we go any further in the alphabet that we've forgotten what we're totally doing.
Uh-oh.
I think I said T-shirts. I think that's where we're at, I think.
What are you drinking, Amy Rue?
Oh, a Red's apple ale, but it's peach.
Yeah. What?
Goes like.
A what? A what? Led Zeppelin.
That's Amy Griffin, folks. Very special guest.
We love. Okay.
So you're you. We're gonna get through the alphabet. If we can't make it through the alphabet,
if we lived closer, we'd definitely be hanging.
Of course we would be. Of course we would.
We're like 3 hours. 100%. We'd have the dogs,
Wait, what's Amy drinking again? And
She's.
Led Zeppelin.
No, it's like when I said something at a show when I was trying to hide. Well, people see what the hell you're saying.
All right.
So they can hear everything Laura's saying. She's coming through loud and clear.
Yeah, Laura, come on.
You're you.
You,
Underwear. Captain
So
Underwear.
you miss your underwear?
Free ballin'.
I miss Underneath the Willow, the band Underneath the Willow, because we just.
Very good band, Aaron and those guys. A lot of good players.
Laura don't like them.
No, I love
Under the
them.
Willow was a great band.
We saw
back in the day. Different things to play. They don't play it much anymore. And that V I get to say what I miss with starts the V is good vibrations, man. Vibes, dude. Good vibes, man. No, I don't miss the bad ones. I miss the good vibes, man. Good vibrations. There's a V in there. You gotta give me credit for it.
Yep.
I didn't say violence.
It's kind of lame.
Vibes.
It's kind of lame, dude.
Vibes, dude. Hey, man. I miss good vibes, man.
The vibes.
Okay.
Vibes is all around you.
It is. You know what? It is, and I must admit, I don't care. But when we set up for a show, festival, that's good vibrations, dude. I don't care what happens, what music's playing, what weather it is. It's kind of good vibrations.
With the two of you.
That's when I feel good vibrations. Yeah. I feel the vibes get so groovy, man. I can't even begin to say how groovy they get. Man.
Groovy? Now you're putting on a headband? Oh, what's going on
man.
here, dude?
So groovy, man. New Year's Eve for everybody out there in the land of grooviness. What's up, man?
My lordy Christ.
Wouldn't you like to be my neighbor? That's my version of the. That's my version of the Mr. Rogers walk in. We'll do it as a walk out as we continue the alphabet to the W's. Did you do a W, or am I just missing that with that part of the alphabet where we talked about
W would be I missed the walkabouts.
It is fun going out just walking around for no reason. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love going walking. You can still walk. You don't have to not walk. The people
but there was
were checking in.
Aimless matter to it.
You missed the walkabout. Well, peace, man. Walkabout. Go on a walkabout tonight. You should go on a walkabout this evening. And for X, you know what I missed for X? I missed my X-ray sunglasses I had when I was a kid that could see through clothes. I lost them. I ordered them on the back of a magazine, man. The only problem was you could see through the skin, and all you could see was the bones, so it wasn't that what you thought you were getting as a kid,
Really? Honest to God.
Did you never see that advertisement in the comic book? Free X-ray sunglasses?
Comic book? It was in the back of Hustler. What are you kidding me?
No, they were $3, but my parents would never give me the $3 to send off for the X-ray specs, man.
So, John, were you a comic book reader?
No, but I just thought the comic books were cool. I like the ads in the back of the comic books more than I like the comic books. I didn't like reading them. I just look at the pictures. Yeah, I found that a lot of comic books are the same artwork, so I got bored with it. I guess my personal stuff, but I wasn't reading them, so I didn't understand that.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Phil and I were just talking about comic books the other night, and our thoughts were comic books.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to our good friend Laura from Aurora, and good friend Phil Strauss. I don't know what we're gonna do. We have it's New Year's Eve, and we're groovy, man. And it's 6:41. 5:41? It's 6:41 somewhere. Hey, it's 6:41 somewhere. And you've tuned into the Phil and John Zone for 89 weeks. People that tuned in for the first 40 weeks or so, they're not really tuning in anymore. But some people that tuned in after week 10 or 11, they are still tuning in. And it was like Chris Johnson, he's been here for 20 or 30 weeks probably. He's still tuning in. So we appreciate anybody who's tuning in. We don't want anything from anybody other than just to have a good time and laugh.
Yeah, we do. We want some donations.
You can send all your donations to Phil, care of his Vimeo account.
Jackass, you son of a mother.
Love it.
Well, I'm thankful. It's been a good year again. We made it through the year.
It's got to happen. It's got to happen.
2021, we didn't think we made it, but we're going to make it. And I think there was a lot of good stuff that happened this year. There was a lot of good stuff that happened this year. I saw some neat things that, if you had your eyes open, you saw some cool shit this year.
Yeah, you have to be.
What was his cool shit?
Will you keep going over there? She keeps moseying. She's going to sit on my lap and.
Or get in the comment section over here. I answer in the comment section.
Yeah, you can't talk while I'm talking. Come on.
Ask him. What cool shit did he say?
The coolest shit I saw all year, because say there's 52 weeks in a year, right? 52 weeks, 52 Fridays. I know there was one where I was out of the country, sort of, and there was one whenever you were at a show, and there was another one where
Chester, where's that taser at?
Feel good. And so that makes it about 48 weeks or so, approximately, So for 48 Friday nights, one of the coolest things that happened this year is I got to hang out with Phil. And I got to shoot the shit with my buddy, and we got to talk, and we got to do dumb shit and pretend that we were important for a minute. And so that was cool. And I appreciate that, Phil, you doing that, and for 50 freaking weeks or whatever we did this year, Someday I'll get on there and I'll download all the shows and get all the music out of there. We'll have another big music video.
Well,
I won't see you again until next year, so I want to make sure to get all this off my chest.
Well, funny how. But the point is, yeah, it's overwhelming when the show ends, and I'm trying to say while the show's on, that how much I appreciate it, and it's pretty. Yeah, we were just talking. I don't care who's watching. We've had people who wanted you've done it. Yeah, and I don't know what the.
Somebody says. Chris Johnson says that if I had a TV, then I wouldn't have to watch this.
I don't like doing this stuff, I mean, I like.
You like doing it with him now, with John next year.
I like doing it with you too, Phil. Let's take that out of context if you have to. Are you having charcuterie already? I got to go have some charcuterie pretty soon.
We're not.
No.
Edible.
I'm trying to just
cookies.
Great. I understand that's okay.
No, once I.
Sorry, I'm gone. Bye.
Upstairs.
I'm done. Well, I'll be back with Amy. Let me know when Amy's back.
I'm going to leave it on tonight after we finish the show, because we're going to finish the show out, folks. We're going to say Happy New Year's to everybody out there in the world right now. We might check back in later if we're up and late. We'll see, and maybe I'll do
Well, we always do that. You might do that.
But I'm going to say goodnight for the 80 millionth time, 89th time, and thank you guys for coming. Not to you, Phil, yet, but to the people out in TV land.
Are we out here?
We're gonna end the show, but we're gonna talk for more. We're gonna have after hours, okay? So
good night, everybody.
Maybe we'll share that on the Film John Zone if it gets crazy. It'll probably just be our screens with nobody in them for a while. So
let it roll. I don't care. Happy New Year.
Let what roll? Go ahead.
Happy New Year, everybody. Be safe is cheesy, but anyway, hope to see you. Whoever wants to see me, I hope to give you a big hug and smile. And give all your loved ones a hug. And here's a hug from me. And love everybody. And see you down the road.
Bill, love you, buddy, and we'll see you when we do, man. Okay. No, you don't go anywhere, though. Don't leave. everybody. Check back in. See you tomorrow. See you every day. See you when it's time to come on. Can't wait. It's gonna be